fucking yeah! Happy Comic Book Day, all you mother suckers, all you mother suckers who are back for Comic Book Day. Welcome back, all you four-color funny book aficionados. Did I mention Happy Comic Book Day? This is USComics Cast HQ for all things comic book connected. We are John and Charlie Rivera, the co-founders of US Comics. Charlie, look at that haircut. I love it. Happy Comic Book Day.
Happy Comic Book Day to you and to everyone listening and watching live. We are, like John said, I lost my whole thing.
See that?
See that?
He got all the jokes.
Your iPad.
He got all the jokes.
Thank you for listening and watching today. We're once again brought to you by Bad Mary Bad and Sergeant Finesse Gaming. If you haven't done so already, hit that comment section like you're letting loose a gummy and a bunch of low bounty buccaneers. Strong recovery.
Good luck, Facebook. Closed captioning that crazy ass shit.
Yeah, but that all, indeed. I wish them well in their endeavors.
That all being said, we are back after a very, very short hiatus. We have a few things going on. I am unfortunately
a celebrity.
1 year, not so much a celebrity,
Broadway
but I'm definitely 1 year older. Not at all happy about it, but it was an event to some more than others. So again, we did take the week. Charlie took a little bit of time. Shaved off. I mean, you had to lose, what, 20, 25 pounds at least?
I needed to lose some weight, so I figured the easiest way was the hair.
Walking into that barbershop after Charlie's haircut must have been like the mobile groomers when they're handling the family of St. Bernards on the corner. It just must have...
There was a hair tumbleweed.
Kids must have been doing hair angels in the road. Oh, my God.
Do you think I get haircuts outside?
All I know is if you saw the mobile crime unit running through there, be careful that your DNA is not all over Suffolk County, New York. But Charlie...
It's a very real possibility.
Unfortunately, with our surname, it is a very real possibility. Yeah. But we back.
We are
back.
Back again.
And you know, the only way to really lure certain discerning, tasteful individuals like me mostly, because there is nothing in this world, nay, dare I say, in this universe that I love more than issuing the very well-timed, articulate, up-in-your-face, I told you so. I told you so. There, and go ahead and check the records, folks.
It's true.
Check the records. I'm going to run with this topic. We were talking about pirate stories. We were talking about adaptations that needed to happen. We were talking about goddamn Gum Gum this, goddamn Gum Gum that. And I sat here and I looked into the camera and I told all you good people, check out some One Piece. Do yourself a favor. Check out this anime. It is absolutely straight fire coming to us from across the Pacific. Japan just been giving us so much.
Just they give
so
and give.
So much.
We gave them a couple big things.
Inappropriate.
What?
Just completely inappropriate.
What?
My man's about to get a gum right to the face. But I've been lauding One Piece. If I'm lying, I'm dying, Charlie.
And never has anyone been more specific. Because you would talk about how great One Piece is with the giant asterisk of I don't like the way it looks.
The little cat.
But I love everything else.
See, it's funny too because Charlie is such a
copycat.
He's to a degree, but
big boy.
But Charlie definitely not.
Damn it!
Charlie is definitely one of those guys. Charlie loves what he loves. He loves it hard, even when it's grossly inappropriate.
It soft sometimes.
Sometimes you do what you gotta do. Nah, I can't give you a high five on that one.
Self high five.
But that being said, Charlie's love for the Teen Titans went across the board, and you could have gotten a ragdoll version, literally, as opposed to just rag characters, which is what most of them are. But you could have gotten a totally trash version of Teen Titans, and we've gotten in the animated style, at least two very distinct styles.
Yeah.
And Charlie was like, this is great. Ba, 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 ba. So for anyone who is not in the know, the anime version of One Piece, which is clearly what we're talking about glowingly, spoiler alert, it is more so in that follow-up. I don't know if that version of Teen Titans has like a title, if there's like something after the
No, they're
colon.
very confusing. They did not.
Oh.
Teen Titans Go. I was a liar.
There you go.
Start over. Try again. We're live, but let's just rerun it.
Wait, is the mic on?
Yeah, no, probably not.
Well, at least nobody.
We
told
do
me.
have at least one person reacting in the comments section. They
I
didn't
can
say
appreciate
shit,
that. They haven't
but I
said
feel like
nothing.
the reaction is because they can't hear us.
Or they could be laughing like these dumb sons of
Yeah,
bitches
or
left
maybe
the
there's like
mic
a note.
off again.
Maybe there's a note being slipped under instead of someone knocking on the fucking door knowing you hear.
Dude, it's coming right with the thunder. But that all being said again, so the anime style of One Piece, the anime, is very much so in the style of Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Just so that our superhero loving friends have a frame of reference.
Or what a lot of people call that style is ugly as fuck.
Well, it's
Like
very
bad looking.
It's very distinctive in the same way that, let's say, Looney Tunes had a very distinctive style versus Disney, right?
Yeah.
So it's about your personal preference, sure, in the aesthetic, but at the end of the day, it's not what she looks like. If she has a good personality, the story to me superseded the art style, which I wasn't particularly in love with.
Almost instantly.
So I didn't mind.
That story
Charlie,
is so good.
It drew me right the fuck in. I do want to put this out there for anyone who is not up to date. The live action adaptation of One Piece is currently streaming on Netflix. Netflix, way to fucking go. Now,
I'm shocked.
Charlie walked into this. What would you say your level of familiarity with One Piece was?
Pretty low. When you talked about it so glowingly, I was like, I'm gonna watch One Piece. Then there were like 1,000 episodes, and I was like, I'm gonna watch a couple episodes of One Piece for the podcast, and I'm gonna fuck right off. I don't particularly love pirate stories. I don't give a fuck. Last time I had a pirate up in my face wasn't even Black Flag. It was it was Black Flag. That was the Assassin's Creed game. Got about halfway through that.
Black Flag or Black Sails?
Black Sails is the show, right?
It's a show.
Black
correct.
Flag. I didn't watch Black Sails, despite you begging me to. I only played about 2 hours of Assassin's Creed Pirate Adventure.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm not a great friend or brother. Secretly, there's a lot of hero worship. You know what I like about Friday is the people who show up to the show. They're like, champion backyard footballers.
Burbage, first of all, we very are likely living in his father-in-law to be's joint. So I suggest you be nice to the big fella.
I feel like that wasn't it. I mentioned he was a champion.
Yeah, but the backyard, I didn't really love that
Well,
one.
he's not in the fucking NFL. If he was, his
he's on the
ACL
field,
would have
son.
exploded.
Listen, get yourself out there. They could definitely use you on the line. Burbage, I am recruiting for, what the hell are they? The,
and you don't even fucking
the
know.
Kaiju, Team Kaiju. Man, I remember shit. Anyways, yeah, so Pirate Tales.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like ninja stories. It never really. Yeah, you're right. They never really go out of vogue. It's like they kind of like ebb and flow.
Well, far more than some other genres. You're always a couple minutes from some. Even in like pop culture as like a wider entity, you will get every 5 years they'll be like, "Hey, look at me, I'm the captain now," and it's like that's a pirate. So they're like
Those
zombies.
Are
They're always a
Somali
couple.
pirates.
Excuse
Those are
me.
Very different.
Excuse me. Horse shit. A pirate's a pirate, bro. Up to and including butt.
I will. I'll give you butt, but I'm gonna have to go the Cartman route and vigorously disagree with you on the whole Somali action. Matter of fact, Archer could tell you really all about it. But that all being said,
hey, by the way, clearly the
No More
champions
Kaiju,
are the
damn it.
NWO.
Oh, come on, Sean, damn it! I gotta go back and check my notes. Our producer sucks on ice today.
You're the producer.
That's what
I'm the
saying.
executive producer.
Ugh. But where's my money, bro?
Oh no, I embezzled that.
Strike! But yeah, that all being said,
Friday energy is weird.
it is. Considering how much work we still have ahead of us. But that all being said, again, this is an adaptation, and Netflix, if I'm being honest, does not have a stellar reputation with me in adapting shit that I love.
I was able to garner joy from Cowboy Bebop, but
How?
upon reflection,
Oh,
well, because
because you didn't really love the anime?
I'll punch you in the face.
Oh,
Love
right.
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, fair
I will
enough.
straight up fight you. Because some things feel... I fall for this trap a lot.
Yeah.
Where...
She was very convincing, bro.
I hate you. There's such low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, they were.
Don't go for that one. And he's canceled, ladies and gentlemen. Sean, I need you to be the new co-host. We can do it on Fridays. The problem is I fall into the trap of believing things are not... like translatable. I think things are impossible. The thing that tricked me most recently, was all the way back when they did the Watchmen movie, when Zack Snyder did Watchmen.
Yeah.
They said this fucking story is unfilmable.
From the moment that book came out.
And then we got the Zack Snyder version. And everyone was like, good enough. And I made that my measuring stick.
Aww.
I made my measuring stick.
Did everybody say that? I feel like
Well, but a lot of
like
people
a
did.
50-50.
Sure, but my point
split.
was, that even more proves my point. What I fell into was being a person who believed that the best you could do is get halfway there. So Cowboy Bebop's a great example of, like, nothing about Cowboy Bebop live action.
What's your therapist's phone number again?
Shit.
Holy
live
shit.
action.
What are you doing?
Charging too much. Nothing about Cowboy Bebop elevated it.
Not at all.
A lot of it took away from it, but none of it was insulting to it. As opposed to Death Note. Death Note is a great example of, like, you did nothing right in Death Note other than maybe casting one voice actor.
But it did lead to the musical.
That's true.
Death Note, the musical, is something that exists in this universe, so I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
I'll wake up tomorrow because there's nothing bad about
But
that.
with my limited knowledge of One Piece,
Yeah.
with my limited interest in pirate shit, 12 minutes in the fucking one, you have a protagonist.
right?
You have a and I'll tell you what got me.
Dare I say they were like this? Whoa, Charlie, they got him, baby.
The fact that they have a protagonist that 95% of the time has a shit-eating grin.
Oh my
gives
God,
me
you
hope.
gotta love it.
It gives me hope for Superman.
What's up, Kim? Yeah, no, I would deign to say Charlie did not love that Air Supply soundtrack for Death Note.
I have to be honest.
That's a dynamite drop.
Kim, who coming to us live on Facebook, what, you didn't like the Death Note Air Supply soundtrack was her exact quote.
Did you not like my retelling of her
It
quote?
it wouldn't have played on audio.
Can you believe this kid?
You know, the executive, this is why I'm an executive producer.
Jeez Louise.
The thing about it, Kim, is the best part of live action Death Note was the Air Supply soundtrack.
You know what? Actually, not to be an
I'm not even fucking kidding.
Death Note apologist. It didn't look terrible to me, and I love the source material.
It didn't?
And it didn't look terrible.
Did it look anything like the show?
Well, but again, okay. Let me ask you this: does fucking One Piece look anything like the show?
I think so. I think it. I think it is.
Shut up.
That's that.
There are some.
They have done. Let me give you the example.
right.
You tell me if I think I'm wrong.
Oh, okay.
It feels like what an amusement park version of One Piece would look like.
Yeah, I think that's
Like
accurate.
Universal Studios One Piece
Sure,
is what the
sure.
fucking show did. So I do think it looked like it.
Whereas I would have said that, and again, I'm not apologizing for Death Note because it was
Seems
hot.
like you fucking
It
are.
was hot. Write my name in the big thing now because it was trash. But I would say this: Death Note looks like if you reverse the order of shit that they drew the anime, and this was the real life thing that they're drawing the anime from. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any
I
sense.
hear what you're saying. I'm
Like,
going to
think-
disagree because
think
I don't want to
about-
apologize for Death
Think
Note.
about the Leonard Nimoy. Some people like to say.
I like the Nimoy.
The Leonard Nimoy version of Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Or The Hobbit.
Yeah, I
So
can
like,
get behind
you're
that.
like, okay, I get what they're kind of doing. But that all being said, there are elements, guys, in the live action that look like they're someone just breathed life into the actual. The fucking ship looks perfect. The costumes, they could have just gone ahead and collected all the very best One Piece cosplayers.
That was my favorite.
And like, oh, you guys are also great actors. That's perfect. It's fucking so accurate.
I think
to the anime.
I think
it's heartwarming.
testament to the quality. a testament to all those things you just listed that
Really?
you love.
I was gonna go with I'm gonna do it now.
Dude, yeah.
I'm going to be a Charlie quotable. This show is clearly made with passion by people who love the source material. Charlie says it here often enough. I'm usually not listening, but sometimes a few things leak through. I'm usually just waiting for my turn to talk, but a few things leak through, and one of the common thoughts that rattle around in this brain is that you can tell when creators have affection for the source material that inspired their creation. This is clearly one of those cases. They love all 97 seasons of the anime, and there's plenty of them.
It's 1,000 episodes.
They are riotously accurate to the source material. However, this is the other point that I wanted to make. Where they do condense, it improves the material, right?
So
they brought certain things together, like, and this is the one example.
Yeah.
So you met fucking Kira, whatever the fuck, and Zoro. You meet them in the same episode.
I love that.
Right? And that was something that it allowed the show to continue to build momentum, to keep people who weren't familiar on the hook. You're like, oh shit, give me more, give me more, give me more. Also, as well as going on, no spoilers, but moving forward, those are characters who are interconnected throughout. They're almost like a duo.
Yeah.
Not in that sense, but introducing them at the same time alludes to that moving forward, and it just really tells a story in the live action.
Yeah.
Slightly different than the anime, but it's the same story.
And it's the same soul.
Which is a great trick.
What I was going to say, too, was there was a really special bit of fun for me, because you had already watched the show, and you were not only willing, you were, like, excited to rewatch a few episodes.
Yeah, or to see, like, how they were going to adapt certain things.
And what was cool about it for me was seeing the glee of someone who's like fully informed. So I have like 2 seasons of One Piece under my belt, like going into the live action. When that sounds
pretty good, actually.
I mean, the seasons are pretty long, which is nice. With that being said, though, little things that made you excited, I think, make most people excited. The scar is perfect.
The scar is perfect.
Right? Zoro's earrings are perfect. Some of the framing of shots.
The costumes are perfect.
The amount of nerd wallpapers that have had One Piece anime.
Yeah.
The recreations of those kind of famous moments are amazing. Me personally, there's no story I like more than a story of redemption. I'm not going to spoil it for those not informed, but there is a fucking scene where our main character doesn't fucking smile. He's comforting a friend while simultaneously about to start a war that one might argue they shouldn't win. Like, logic would dictate we're fucked.
Sure.
That right there, to me, I'm shocked that moment didn't show up in a trailer somewhere. And maybe if it was on regular boring TV, it would have been there. That moment popped me so huge I had to rewatch.
That's the only thing that I think Netflix didn't do
the advertising's
a perfect
bad.
job on. But that all being said,
doesn't matter. Everyone,
Netflix,
we all have Netflix.
They found it. We found it. And also this type of conversation. Like, again, Sean was with us.
It's mostly in shock.
But
holy fuck, it's good.
Yeah, and also as well as even when you take the opportunity to say, hey, if you like this, check this out, and then when they report back to you, like, yo, I'm really enjoying it, like,
well,
see, I told you
what it is.
That's the fear.
But you know what my giant argument has been for at least the entirety of the pandemic is I've said for a long time, there's no equity in what you don't like. I don't give a fuck that you didn't like Netflix's Death Note. I don't give a fuck that you didn't like their whatever the fuck. These are the conversations I want to know about. People who, if you tell me you like live action One Piece, I have 75 fun questions.
Yeah.
Did you watch the anime? Who's your favorite fucking character? What do you think's gonna happen?
Here's the thing. I checked this out and I really liked it. You're right. That's gonna lead to 75 at least.
Well, it's an open-ended question.
Well, as opposed to like
statement rather.
I didn't like it. It sucked. Crickets. Like, well, then there's clearly nothing
what sucked about it. Like, it's such a shitty conversation.
But it's also like now it's a confrontation. It's if the other person liked it, or like a 5-minute bitch session. It's so boring. You know what's not fucking boring though?
Uh-oh.
We mentioned Black Sails before.
Yes.
Charlie, they repurposed multiple
Yes.
ships from Black Sails for the One Piece live. Is that Charlie? That popped me so
But also,
big. I was so happy.
First of all, that's an
So
old
happy.
Hollywood trick. And secondly, I was just talking
But
about
we-
last
but we
week.
ain't in old Hollywood
But I'm saying,
anymore.
but
you never hear
But I
shit
was
like that.
just talking about last week.
Charlie, those ships were the fucking PKE
Yeah.
that showed up like in
Yes,
like movies
every
for the next
commando
fucking
and
10
shit.
years.
John, what I love about that though is, fun fact: the average cost of an episode of One Piece was more than the average cost of an episode of Game of Thrones. It's not an inexpensive show. With that being
Is
said,
that right?
if you take
How?
all the episodes, I
How
don't
much
fucking,
rubber can you possibly go
hey
through?
man, Gum fucking open that wallet. With that being said, significantly cheaper than like The Flash. And last week I was saying, it's not the money, it's
Show-
how the Flash
show?
movie. What I was saying last week on the 2 weeks ago on the show was, if we can rein in the cost of some of this shit, and if you say like, I happen to think this show looks wonderful.
It looks amazing.
But there are like, you don't really fucking think Homeboy. No one in the history of time has ever made stretching look real, because people don't really stretch. No one I haven't heard one
talking
person
about, bro?
complain. Not that.
Oh, my bad.
Extra
my bad.
short shorts
I'm
under frame.
Oh no.
My point is, this is another. Of course, they greenlit a season 2, because
Today, actually.
again, you made it inexpensive enough, not cheap. Because a couple weeks ago, people gave me shit for that. They were like, "We can't do a Batman movie for $1 million." But like, no one's saying $1 million. I'm saying $50 million.
This is a sincere question.
Oh my god, such vitriol.
Why the fuck do people care? You're not balancing that budget. You're not cutting those checks. And
I can tell you why I care.
Well, hold on a second, because there's really only one real reason. But on the same token, it echoes to me the same way that people complain about salaries in sports.
Yeah.
Look, I got news for you guys. It's not affecting your ticket price. It ain't affecting the fucking price of the burger when you go up there. It's not affecting your $9 beer cost.
Hey.
Either.
Don't get in the way of me and my $9 beer.
I understand. Look, you shouldn't order them straws though. That's all I'm saying. It
I don't
doesn't
ruin my
doesn't
lipstick.
affect that fucking bottom line. And for something like Netflix, and I think this might be where you're going, where Netflix seems to be very quick to pull the cancellation trigger. They have their metric in place, right?
Yeah.
Their analytics are what they are, where they say we're getting X amount of viewers, the show cost X amount of dollars, ergo it's worth it to continue or not. But on the same token, and this would probably go back to something like trading fucking Pete Alonso, like, well, maybe the dollars and cents of blah blah blah, like, yeah, except you're not taking into account when something becomes the heart and soul, even if it's only of the moment, of your fucking network, of your streaming service.
Yeah.
No, you don't even have that conversation of, well, maybe if we could save a couple of dollars on Gum Gum this. Shut the fuck up. Everybody's talking about the show in the same breath as they're saying Netflix.
Yeah.
And it has been more than a minute before people were riding high on that Netflix fucking tip. So you say, you know what? This is the fucking flag bearer right now. Second season, boom, proof.
Yeah.
And that's what happened today. Second season
And
is absolutely
And
happening.
I think that's why those conversations are.
Plus the fact that they're written.
Yes, they're ready to go.
So we don't have to worry about the strike.
Now,
once.
with that being said, if you really, in my opinion, because notoriously, fuck the suits, obviously, if you want me to not, the only other bit of entertainment news I've seen, considering the strike is going on, people loving One Piece, right? The actors being very creative, how they share their joy without mentioning it, which I think is classy as fuck.
My man's name is like Anunnaki or something.
It's
crazy
fucking
like that.
awesome.
Like, what is
welcome
this
to the
generation
team. Welcome to
of
the
like
team.
very originally named people? I don't like
Yeah,
it.
John and Charlie
As a John
take
and
offense.
Charles, yeah, this is bullshit.
With that being said, if I were Netflix, right now, what is being talked about more lovingly than One Piece? Now's make the fucking deal. If you had Ball 1 or Brain 1, right? If I'm Netflix, I pull away from that group. They're trying to negotiate, and I don't want to go too off the beaten path, but I swear to God, this is One Piece related. The way I would do it if I were them, I'm saying I don't have anything to do with Fox, HBO, Hulu. You guys are the enemy, right?
Yeah.
That's the truth.
They're the competition.
They're the other fucking boats. They're the other pirate ships. I would make a huge deal about, like, we've agreed to what the AMPTP want. We've agreed with SAG-AFTRA. Everything they fucking want, they're getting, because they're not asking for much. I seen the books. You want to talk about money? We see them. They get published. John? And I would be like, guess what we're starting Monday? Season 2 goes into production Monday. One Piece is going to be the first bit.
You McDonald's it, and you make a bundle out of that news.
And you know how fucking...
100%.
You know how, like, all these shows are now standing back up without writers? These fucking enemies of the state? Fuck them. You don't go there. But I have the cast on Joe Rogan.
So are you saying that you're not going to cast Drew Barrymore?
That bitch can... she had a very nice apology. I'm sorry you had a tough childhood. You're fucking up, Drew. With that being said, I would do such a media blitz with, like, whatever anyone has liked on Netflix. I take a loss this year because I put everything in the fucking production that anyone even kind of liked. Because this is an opportunity. What's happening with One Piece right now
is an
opportunity. It is so good. The quality of One Piece is so high. Stop being punks. Already greenlit 3. Figure out how many seasons you want to do. How many they want to do.
Well, that's the other factor.
Build the story around it and let's fucking go.
And I do want to touch on that also.
I knew you would.
Well, you know. There's so much source material. This is not the type of thing where, you know, like you're adapting a single comic book or a story arc or whatever the case might be. Guys, they have potentially a decade worth of live action fucking TV. And also being familiar with the entirety of the series, the anime series, I can tell you now, the same way that I told you, check this out, this is going to be awesome. I'm telling you now, it doesn't repeat itself.
Yeah.
Right? It is something that consistently comes to you with something fresh. The storytelling is... You're not going to be... You're at no point are you going to sit back and like, I knew that was going to happen. You're lying. You're lying to yourselves. And worse, you're lying to me if you're saying that it's a straight up shenanigans. I'm telling you now, it is not the type of thing where you can read the writing on the seas. You're not.
Just from what I know,
you're not doing
and
it.
again, there's an episode of live action One Piece I will throw on when I need something in the background because I think the episode I described before, again, I don't want to give away spoilers, the episode I described before I think is premier television. The performances...
Well, you're a man that likes motivational entertainment.
The kid loves it. The kid eats that shit right up. And technically it's 2 episodes because it like leads in. But regardless, I know for a fact the best is yet to come. Because they've adapted so far, just from the seasons I'm familiar with, it ain't shit yet.
It's a lot of it.
The teaser.
A lot of
I'm not even
giving
exposition. The teaser gave me 6 to midnight energy. You put 2 cigars in a frame, and I'm gonna say, oh, Navy SEALs.
Final thought. I think it's most important that we walk away from this. I told you so. I know what I'm talking about. When I reference something as being just A+ fucking quality,
it's like he's better than you.
I ain't just talking to hear myself talk. That's what the podcast is for.
That's true.
So when I reco something, do yourself a favor.
Don't be an idiot.
Check it out.
Don't be a stupid.
You're not gonna.
Stupid idiot.
My final thought. Don't be a dum-dum. Don't be a stupid idiot. What I said now?
I was gonna like allude that they're clown pirates.
Oh, because that'll make you a clown pirate, and you know what happens? We're just gonna take each part of you, put it in a different fucking bucket, and then you are stewed for life, guys. If you haven't done so already, there's about 4 or 5 of you probably that like in that fucking, within that fucking what's the circle's called?
Sphere.
No,
this is another word for circle.
If you like this, you'll love that. I promise you. If you haven't done so already, check that shit out. ASAP. One Piece. It's thus far, at least, it's a perfect 1-for-1 adaptation of absolutely bonkers source fucking material. Mwah, mwah. And if anybody tells you this, if they look you straight in the face and they got a peg leg and a parrot on their shoulder and a little hook for a hand, and they say, One Piece ain't shit, They are just like that fake jawline having son of a bitch toy boy George Lucas. Charlie, what are they?
They're fucking liars. Why? Because Han shot
first,
voice.
baby. This ain't a Han shot, but it's damn tasty. Knock it back.
Oh my god. It's a sipper though.
It's a sipper. Mozzarella, you got me again, my friend.
That's 6 out of 6 times. That is delicious.
Dynamite. Just
John?
What? What?
I talk shit, and every now and then I get bit. I saw
Almost like the Bizarro John.
almost
What-
like
what-
Bizarro
what are
John.
you?
I would. That's in the right universe, at least. We've seen a lot of Batman in my
Harvey Batman.
in my 38 years.
Oh, by the way, happy Rosh Hashanah for anyone out there who celebrates.
Happy.
I don't know if you're allowed to watch to watch it during the holiday, but when you catch us on the replay, that's the benefit of streaming. Have a happy one.
The big thing is on the eve of Batman Day, which is tomorrow, I believe.
Probably in line with the holiday.
All the rumors have started drip dropping about The Batman 2, a movie that, minus the third act, which I think everyone is in agreement, like comes out of fucking nowhere. The end of The Batman, they were like, dude, fucking Batman shit. The whole movie lives in a world where it's like, they saw Nolan's Batman and they were like, that's for babies. That's dumb, he has hover boots. The Batman felt super fucking gritty, felt super real in the third act. They like flood the fucking Madison Square Garden. It was a little corny. And because of the amount of Batman shit we've gotten, he's cameoed in every fucking thing. Batfleck running around. I was
Batman
not
even took over a Lego movie.
even took over the Lego. And it was wonderful, but like, I'm over it. I said to myself, there's nothing you can do the Batman to get me to give a fuck beyond my natural. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it all. I'm gonna see fucking Aquaman 2 for fuck's sake, because I hate myself. John, do you think it was the alleged rumor that the main villain is gonna be Mr. Freeze that got my juices flowing?
Maybe.
Nope.
Oh, right.
I love Mr. Freeze, my favorite animated episode because I'm basic. Do you think the news was that there was going to be a secondary villain, and that secondary villain was going to be my favorite Batman rogue? I don't even know if you know that about me. My favorite Batman rogue is Clayface. Clayface is going to fucking be the secondary villain, probably just for the opening act. Do you think that's what got my fucking juices percolating?
I would say by the timbre of your voice, no.
Do you think it took some dick to get me hard? Cause the rumor is the first and the only Robin to ever matter, Dick Grayson, is set to finally make a proper young man appearance alongside Bruce's emo ass. We're getting the Robin Dick.
You're either choosing your words very carefully.
What do you mean?
Or grossly not at all.
John, it's happening.
Charlie's like, oh, he's gonna have that veiny ass costume. Like, whoa, it doesn't even make sense, that one.
What do you mean? John, I am so fucking excited. For years, I have said all I want in a Batman flick
Is Robin.
live action. Not even that. If you have a Robin, I just want him on a wire with a little feet dangling. I want a young fucking Robin. From Dune. Who's that actor everyone loves?
Please don't say young fucking Robin.
Fair enough.
These are not good combination of words.
Fair enough. Who's the main actor from Dune? Everyone loves him.
Timothy
Chalamet. Get the fuck out of here. You're a billion years old, Tim. We already had fucking Chris O'Donnell, who's older than I sit now, pretending he needed to be adopted.
And not for anything, but if you think Lucas has a weak jawline, holy shit balls.
I don't know if this moves your fucking needle at all, but that universe, as dark and fucked up as it is, with that version of Batman, who's probably my favorite Bruce Wayne since Adam West, because it feels so unique, and it's something that doesn't try to be. Here's the thing. Let me be clear. Live action I'm talking about. Yeah. The cartoon is so perfect. I can't have that.
Animated series,
the animated series cannot have that version of Bruce Wayne. I need something different. So him being younger and like greasier was something. Him being like a creep with Catwoman, I think is very fucking interesting.
Here's my issue with it.
Hit me.
And I heard
the Batman in general. Or are we talking about Robin and the Batman?
I'm talking about this specific scenario. So DC is in a very unique place right now, where holy shit, basically with DC being where they are, where you have a multiverse simultaneous situation, right? What you're talking about though is having multiple Batman projects. Now, we all already know what's the James Gunn Batman project gonna be?
It's gonna be him with the little Robin.
The Brave and the Bold.
His son Robin though, totally different.
Yeah, but he's
got a sword. He's homicidal.
Here's the thing though, also Charlie, we're seeing a literal ton, even so much as with fucking Walking Dead, because Daryl Dixon is now gonna get his own Grogu. We are seeing so much.
Is that what happened in that show?
Charlie, we're getting almost exclusively fucking
Bear and Cub,
Lone Wolf and fucking Cub.
Bear and Cub.
Wow!
I went extra dating.
Charlie is calling. Charlie's making a special announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's the
I'm trying to fucking pull the nose up.
That's the takeaway. Holy shit! So yeah, so we are getting
Veiny, it's in two Veiny Robin.
We are getting a ton of this type of content to the point where if you're gonna have now two simultaneous Batman projects where he's holding the hand of like a young Ward, yet again, I don't know that I'm in love with the timing to the point where I'm gonna say, forget about the fact that you have a Joker and Harley Quinn, which is outside of the overall standard.
So far,
continuity.
Show up under the Batman's greasy.
It's unlikely. I'll say
I agree.
Anything's possible, but it's
unlikely.
They did
film with like a different fucking guy.
And then obviously you have the same situation with Batman separately, which is a little goofy. Like, yeah, we get it. We know where your money has been coming from, DC. To now having so fucking close. It's almost like DC is in competition with DC, which I do not like. Do I love the Clayface? Of course I do.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking
Clayface is fucking dynamic. Especially
what if Clayface is Robin?
Well,
what the twist?
We kind of seen
shit, we kind of
like that. But yeah, that'll being said, that's really the only aspect of it that I'm not totally really all into.
Can I
now,
yeah.
Hold on, I'll give you the qualifier though. If you're gonna have then a Batman and Robin who are a little closer in age, because I think the age difference. I mean, you fucking reference Adam West already. Like the Burt Ward, Adam West. Age
Burt Ward was 2 years older.
They used to go trolling for tail together, and like my man Dick got some.
I would have loved that version of like if they brought back 66 in the 70s. Robin's smoking, like talking to a dame.
Yeah. He's smoking a cigarette and then he pan left and fucking Adam's like smoking a cigar. He's like, y'all get that kid.
Alfred has a pipe. They're all just fucking party animals.
Well, tobacco's big
So
business.
here would be my counterpoint with you, because I don't think I disagree with what you're saying. I will say that I hate the fact that Batman has. I feel like they're lazy with Batman. When people write Batman, they're like, okay, what about he's a badass? We're gonna put him all in black, and it's about the cars and the bitches. Be like, fucking when? Like, that guy's terrible at fucking getting pussy. Let's be totally real. Batman sucks at everything.
Wow.
My point is this.
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
Every Batman movie, I was fucking lying. I didn't mean it. Every Batman movie has an Alfred. Every Batman movie has a Commissioner Gordon. Every fucking Batman movie at some point gets a Joker. Robin is absolutely as foundationally important to that character as any of those other fucks. There have been more Catwomen on the silver screen than Robins, and that's fucking preposterous. It is bullshit, because Batman ain't Batman. I'm not saying there aren't stories to tell.
Yeah.
I will say confidently, when people talk about, like, comedians every now and then will go on a fun run with, like, enough Batman. Shut the fuck up. We know why they make 50 Batman. The difference between Batman and, let's say, Spider-Man. Spider-Man really only has one story to tell. Batman as a character...
Hold on. You have to justify that. What do you mean Spider-Man only has one story to tell?
If you were to boil down the Spider-Man story, it's like, I sure do have tough luck. I'm going Spider-Man. I'm going to choose to be Spider-Man anyway.
As opposed to Batman stories of, wham, my fucking parents
Yeah, but
died.
sometimes he buys kids. And the dynamic changes
so does
because...
fucking Madonna. What's your point?
My point is that Batman has different lessons to learn when he takes on a ward. He has different lessons to fucking learn when fighting with a kid in a yellow cape. There is some shit we haven't...
Like, I'm going to put this goofy kid in a yellow cape so everybody looks over there and I can switch
do you vaguely remember Batman Forever at all?
I do.
So Chris O'Donnell is Robin, 75 years old, steals the Batmobile, and he goes to, like, take out his fucking anger.
Sure.
He's so mad that his parents were taken from him.
I'm so angry. I'm trying to go to the neon lit alley.
He's trying to do what Batman apparently does, which is, like, this fucking trauma leads to him needing to throw fists. That's why he doesn't just fix Gotham. He has to break some faces. Get that shit out. Batman knows that's a dead-end road. So the story in trying to teach this fucking kid that lesson, my second favorite episode of Batman the Animated Series, is Robin wanting to kill the person who killed his parents. Sure. And Batman fucking stopping him. That story rules.
Such a unique fucking arc.
I hate you. My point is, we've yet to see it done, and for us to, as much as I think it will be good with Damian, Batman's son, being his Robin, that story is a Batman who knows how to navigate the world with a Robin. I want to see that shit where, like, we've seen in Titans a version, not a version I enjoy, but we've seen this version of Dick being, like, mad at Batman for, like, being a half-father who kind of always tells him no, never really tells him yes, because the guy doesn't really know how to be a dad yet. Part of the fun of that character...
Does he go so far as to actually deliver a... You're not my real dad.
No, but he does go.
Fucking Grayson.
He does go.
Such a crybaby bitch.
Fuck Batman. Because again, what I think it is, for me, it's I do enjoy Batman the same way I begrudgingly enjoy Spider-Man. I just want to see more than just a coat of paint. Because again, coming from the Purple site, a great comment here. I want a live version of Return of the Joker, the greatest story told after Mask of the Phantasm. What's amazing about the Return of the Joker is, as much as I truly believe we can get to a Batman Beyond, and that's going to be a special, awesome thing one day, Return of the Joker is a story that's, like, begging for a live-action adaptation. Yeah. Batman as a character...
Hey, hold on. Time out. Tell me, please, to this point,
yeah.
Here we are, September, whatever the fuck, 2023. What comic book story that you held near and dear to your heart have you sat back and like, oh, they adapted this. This is great. Let me my fucking popcorn.
Oh no, that's a very good point. What I mean is,
they ain't gonna do it.
Taking the
not
soul.
Gonna do it.
I think there are certain stories
they might call them.
I hope
the Return of the Joker.
I hope they don't do that.
And then it'll be something 200% different.
We'll
be right back here bitching and moaning.
I think if nothing else, the new DC cinematic universe, if they can avoid stealing titles, because I am petrified that it'll be like Justice League, Kingdom Come. I have to stop going to the movies. Sorry. I'm not trying to put evil out into the world. But what I'm saying is you can take the idea of Return of the Joker one day. Not yet. We're not there yet. No, but I think we could get there. 15?
5, 6, 7 years away.
I'll give it 15 years to justify, because I'd want like a forever. I'd want a beyond proper.
This was my earlier point, which
I just ran over my bed.
You have not dispelled it.
It might be because I may not be able to dispel it.
So. That would be my argument right now. So Robert Pattinson is a young guy.
Yes. Sorry.
So you have to give him almost like an elementary school kid in order to make this shit match up. Now,
well, it would be like someone 8 years older than, but I think you fucking can. Because if you do this thing, how old do we purport that Batman is?
You know how you do it? You know, and you know what? We have seen it, and this is where I would argue the point. We've seen it with Big Daddy and Hit Girl.
Yeah, but that's
what. Hold on, that's
Sure.
what you want.
But I want it to be a boy because
you're a misogynist.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm on record. I hate with.
So and they hate you right now.
You didn't reading my Tinder, you son of a bitch.
So that's what happens when you go to the bathroom and the girls are like, "Oh shit, Charlie was right. Oh no."
Don't talk to this fat fuck. How dare you?
No.
Why'd you have to draw a picture of me underneath it and include my?
I was like, "Here's a phone number. put it on block." But
the real reason we're recording on a
that's-
Friday.
That's the relationship that you want to see on the big screen from an officially
Correct, yeah.
labeled
Yes.
fucking Robin.
Yeah, I would like to pay the extra dollar to get the real one.
You want the movie to be called Robin and Batman. You don't want it even to be called Batman.
I kind of want it to be called Robin.
And his close friend, he kind of like hangs out with him.
Robin and Alfred. You know what? More than anything else, I'm just fucking excited to be excited again.
No, it's clear to me. It's clear to Paris Herman. We know
There's
you're
fucking
we
no way
know-
that's how it's pronounced.
Pronounce it.
I'm not. There's a
That's
reason
what
I
I
did
thought.
it.
We know you're very excited about it. My true concern is that if even a tiny little bit of it ain't this version in your head, like I don't want you to Game of Thrones this, where you're like, I bet I know how it fucking ends, and then it don't. You're gonna be like, boo.
Can I be totally honest though?
Sure.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, it's all right. You
I
but
did it
it's
anyway.
okay.
I'm going anyway.
I mean, we know that.
Give me hope.
That's a given.
Give me something.
I look. You have all the hope that you want.
Because I'm not going to be able to see a trailer, so I'm going to be trusting you and the
Oh,
logo.
You poor bastard. You poor
Not
bastard.
seeing trailers has one side effect. It's a year of build-up.
Just for the record, this is all you're gonna get from me.
Well, you know what? I will say...
Like, is it good? Is that bad? I don't know.
Sometimes the studios fuck up because they gave me a blue fucking seahorse for Aquaman 2, and I went, oh, if this makes $1 billion, I'm quitting.
Charlie, this is obviously gonna be a conversation for another day, but what they did with that fucking seahorse, it's a seahorse, all right? Just for clarity,
Seahorse, sea hell.
the seahorse males have the babies. And like that's kind of how I felt. I'm like, stop trying to make a seahorse look cool. It's like when you have these fucking like the Arizona Cardinals. A cardinal is not a cool or tough bird. So don't be like, oh,
I'm gonna
here's
take your
the
little eyes out. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, my little
weird energy. So we're gonna make a cardinal look cool. We're gonna give it a little bit of a scowl. You can't make a cardinal look cool.
Can you show me the cardinal
Stop it.
scowl?
I can't.
You have giant eyebrows. You'll
My
definitely be able
eyebrows
to.
have been trimmed down, so I can't even
Hey,
do it
actually,
right
they
now.
charge you mustache prices for those.
But again, that all being said, it's I think that you are, and I hope that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I think that you are building up to something that there's zero fucking chance. The closest of a chance for, I think even more than Robin, you want Nightwing.
But I need a Robin to get to Nightwing.
Right, assuming that they're going to take the track that the comic books have taken. However,
Giant disco collar? Fuck yeah!
Had they followed up with the Nolan version of like, my name is Robin.
Blow
like,
my brains out.
All right, settle down.
I guess
Ray
there's an
Skywalker.
even amount of fucking Robins.
So,
technically. Except that took 2 years off my life. Good years.
Yeah, well,
That took 20 to 22.
That's also debatable because the way you're using.
But
those
you know,
terms-
you have to agree with this. If you take two characters that are, let's say, 8 years apart,
I'm right here.
it's gonna be so great. Like 8 years is the perfect amount for like an
I would argue
old,
like
a
9.
grizzled, like an old grizzled vet, handsome but old.
Getting that
like,
ass though, right? Like definitely getting like.
No, dried up. Catwoman left. Catwoman left a long time ago.
Well, folks, that has been a great episode.
You know what? What I
don't
think
know,
it comes down to is it comes down to dreams. And again,
it's Pattinson.
yeah.
It's Pattinson.
Would you have preferred him as Nightwing than Batman?
No,
like hindsight being 2020.
You would have.
Nah, too greasy. Dick Grayson when he's an adult. Specify. He's 22.
Uh-oh.
He needs a nice tight rump that the ladies can enjoy. He needs to be packing some heat.
Little something for the tired worker.
You know how they digitally shaved down Namor's like bulge? I need the opposite for whoever plays Nightwing. I need you to fucking be a pint. Nice.
But like, is this the Batman 2 or Agent Gary the movie? Dude, I don't know, man. You're coming to this with very unique energy.
Veiny Nightwing coming soon.
So sincerely.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask you to name like child actors because I'd be a little concerned if you knew some of their names.
Who's the little kid from Umbrella Academy?
Specifically, I don't.
What number was he though? What's that
5?
character's? I like that kid. I think still looks like
But again,
a kid.
so that kid now looks like you.
Does
His
he?
beard is like.
Oh no!
Think of how long it's been. So like those. Think of
Who's the little robot in that robot movie coming out? Was that RoboCop 3 coming soon? There was already a 3.
Think about the kids aging from it to it 1 to 2.
Those kids are old as shit now.
That's what I'm saying. Like fucking, that's what kids do. They or Shazam trash, Shazam garbage. Those kids, they fucking like 7 feet tall. So you have to be very, very careful with it. In all honesty, you probably have one flick. Brave and the Bold is gonna have the same situation. Whoever they cast is gonna grow very, very quickly. So they need to be able to and willing to move on with that story.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'd even want to name, if Robert Pattinson is, let's say he's your age, right? A 35-year-old fucking Batman, give or take. How old of a Robin should he have in your esteemed estimation?
12.
All right.
I want him to look 12.
Do you want a real 12 or do you want like a fucking like a Webster type of 12?
It
Like
might
he's secretly 20.
I mean, I don't know how old McKenna Grace was in Ghostbusters Afterlife, but she read as young as she looked young as fuck. I don't care what the truth was.
Yeah, no, of course.
I want the boy version of that.
So yeah, like how old looking? You just want 12 and you don't care.
Yeah. Not a zit on that fucking face.
Okay.
Because there will be something I think really special. Again, I think there'll be something special about a hit girl type character that's not. Dick Grayson as a character is not Hit Girl the character.
No, Hit Girl's awesome.
I hate you. I hate you. There's something, and also it's not the Super Friends version of fucking Dick Grayson. It's this like young man trying aggressively to not be their father figure who's a fucking maniac.
Let me ask you this: that's not 12-year-old. That's not 12-year-old Robin though. You're describing.
Oh, we get there.
Nightwing.
But we get there.
But not.
I
In
need
this
the.
flick.
I need. Yeah, no. I want the little kicking feet in this one. I want them fucking stoked. Gosh, jolly gee willikers! I want Robert Pattinson to be like Jesus fucking Christ. Like
you want a holy rusted metal moment?
Do you
Is that
remember
what you're
in
doing?
the Batman? I love this scene, but at one point he's cowlless and his little mascara's running. I want little Robin just being like trying to have like nice neat lines.
You want you want a cartoon is basically what.
But alive, people.
I don't know, man.
How old is the kid from One Piece? Mexican Robin.
He's already too old.
Let's do it.
I don't know. Look, and I too, my money's already spent. Like my tickets, you probably bought it.
That's true.
So I'm gonna go fucking see it without question. This is one of those flicks that I have a lot of trepidation going into.
Now you watch trailers. Is there? I'm gonna throw away my final thought to ask you a very simple question.
It's very noble of you.
Is there something that the trailer could do that you'd be like, oh, now I'm fucking excited?
Sure.
Or is the concept as a whole not spoiled, not rotten? It's just, is there a way for you who's not moved by a character like Robin?
No.
And I'm not saying, like, don't cheat. It can't be like, well, if Clayface looks cool, or if Mr. Freeze looks amazing, or if it looks like they're adapting that story. Regarding fucking the Robin of it all, is there any reality in which there's something that trailer can allude to
like
that
hook?
You'd go like, fuck me? Yeah, like is there something that Robin could do
hook?
to hook you? Specifically
So,
Dick Robin.
So, like we've already kind of talked about it to a degree, having the character evolve, and we know that where young Robin is all enthusiasm. This is cool. That's cool. Can I touch this? Blah blah blah. But on the same token, fucking pissed. He's pissed about what happened. He lost his fucking folks. He lost his whole family in one fell swoop. And I do still hope that they cling on to the flying Graysons, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna ask for everything on the sun. I want to see a Robin that's enthusiastic about it all. Blah blah blah. But on the same token,
fucking crap.
The big difference between Robin learning how to Batman and Batman teaching himself how to Batman is there is nobody saying, hey, do it like this.
Yeah.
Because the thing about Dick Grayson as Robin, Batman is there saying, hey, do it like this. And he's like, you know what? I like that we're doing this, but how about this? Blah, 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 blah. Like, I need to see an element of that in the trailer of him kind of being...
I'm excited about this fake movie.
But, like, he needs to have that, look, you're great, you're Batman, you're the best, I appreciate being here, but also as well as, I'm going to do it this way.
Oh, I disagree with this, just real quick.
Yeah.
Tim has become the enthusiastic Robin in the retellings.
Consistently.
Dick was absolutely, year one Dick is a giddy kid.
So, well...
They're all giddy kids at first, kind of. Minus
giddy,
Damien.
I wouldn't say giddy is the perfect word, but it's definitely enthusiastic, I think, is better.
So not as a final thought, but as a tag on to you, the thing I think we might see out of this film, if I'm lined up with the creators and what I think the vision is, I could imagine the trailer having excited Robin, like, what's this switch do? That little fucking kid that can be obnoxious, but hopefully you hold the reins tight enough that it's not. You remember the scene in the Batman, and it was in the trailer, where he's beating the shit out of that regular thug? He's like punching, and it's like 10 punches too many. I don't really. There was a great scene. It's like raining on him, and he's just like, Aah! He does like one of those, like
it's raining in a Batman movie.
Shocker! I want them to recreate, like you set up.
It wasn't dark out.
You set up that young enthusiastic kid, and then you recreate that scene, where like there is an underlying rage.
You know, I wouldn't. I have no problem.
Oh, that would be sick.
I have no problem with that thought. However, I think it's also going to be really important, though, that you acknowledge within the movie, like, what fucking Batman is doing, and if he's going to be an appropriate child age, what he's doing is grossly inappropriate and fucking, like, all of it. Like, it is just the worst example of decision making to make a human target out of a kid who is really... and you have to justify it.
Yellow cake.
Like, here you go, buddy.
What was Porky Pig called when they did it in Looney Tunes? Like when him and Daffy were, maybe it was Tiny Toons. Him and Daffy would be Batman and Robin, but it was like,
why is it always the junior version of shit? You're like,
because I'm a fucking copy. Literally, he was called like fucking like Target or some shit. It was, but regardless, John.
Yeah. And this is all still speculation.
Yeah, it could be
so
bullshit.
Let's not get too crazy.
The Batman 2 is just about Mr. Freeze. I'll be like, oh, fuck me! Because I'm not going to see a trailer. I'll be waiting for fucking 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
We'll be sitting up like...
I'll know, because you'll have, like, happy tears.
Charlie's going to show up with, like, his Batman shirt from, like,
Super
10 years ago. You're going to be wearing your underoos. I'm like, no, you look really cool.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned underoos, because today's episode is brought to you by underwear.
It's not.
Just in time for Halloween.
You're such a lying bastard.
I am, because unlike other bullshit pods who don't get paid for their $1 million contracts that apparently you can make money doing a podcast, which seems like bullshit, so I'm glad those creators didn't get paid. Go fuck yourself, Jim Cornette. Because we're not like other pods who sell for some random brand that's willing to pay a couple shekels. Because today we are once again brought to you by one of our absolute favorite brands. That, of course, is Bad Mary Band. You heard them during the beginning of the show. You're going to see a new music video at the very end of the show. If you're wondering where else you can catch their act, you can follow them over at Bad Mary Band across all social media platforms. You can support them over on patreon.com/Bad Mary Band. You can stay up to date at badmary.com for merch and upcoming performances. But my favorite part, John.
Tell me.
Every single Bad Mary track is fully available across all music streaming services, which is like free. They charge me, but I don't think about it.
Yeah, but you know, it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and free ball because my iPad is acting a fool.
It's like
right
a
now.
fucking soccer game is on.
Oh my god, dude. You do have to ask yourself one question and one question only at this stage of the game. Where we dropping? Doesn't even make a difference what game he's playing. Even though right now it's playing a lot more of what's that fucking
Starfield?
Star
Search?
Nope. He done put that to bed already. Star Search. Unbelievable. But that all being said, Sergeant Finesse Gaming. You can catch him streaming exclusively nowadays over on Kick.com. Some people call it the green site. I don't know why. But he's playing a ton of New World. but he's really a multi-game streamer. He absolutely did play quite a bit of Starfield before he decided, you know what, I gotta get ready for this expansion. That's one of the best things about him, is that he plays different games. Every time you check in, multiple streams every fucking day, giveaways, contests. Some days he plays Fortnite with X-Man, his son. He's just a great fucking streamer to watch. And also, we do want to give a shout out to our boy Joker's underscore stream. Yeah, you talk a lot about him. He's over on the purple site, all Twitch to you suckers. Look, you know, streamers nowadays, they are giving us not just content to watch, but like they really give us an insight into their daily life, their long-term life. It's like it's getting to know a person. In this case, you know, with the Sarge and Joker stream, totally different fucking worlds. But I feel like we know these cats, and you support them, and you have developed these friendships. Two great streamers. Check them both out.
And we can't justify talking about the Batman without talking about our absolute favorite Batman-based podcast, and that's Batman-tasticast. Two really great friends of the show, Jordan Hugh, Mike Staub. Do yourself a favor. Check them out everywhere podcasts are available. It's Batman-tasticast. Get it? Because it's about the animated series. Also, from our chat, talking about the movie Nightcrawler, which was Jake Gyllenhaal, starred in Nightcrawler. He would make a very interesting Joker. I like anytime a pretty dude is turned into a monster, I'm kind of like into it.
You know what's very interesting to me, just to kind of like backtrack a little bit on the topic, is that every time we get a new Batman, we get new Jokers,
new Rogues,
and we also forget about Rogues. I wish that'd be great. If we got a whole fucking Rogues.
Well, Clayface confirmed. I said it on the podcast. Now if he's not there, I'll be pissed.
What if we get a Clayface, but like he looks like a Joker, just because like this is the only thing that sells?
I ain't got no bones.
Oh, unbelievable! But I'm an actor.
Apparently it's not that. Apparently it's not that version.
Then it's wrong.
Oh no, it is that version.
It better be. Like just Batman the Animated Series gave us the best.
Oh my God.
Freeze origin, and without question, the best. Even
it's allegedly the one with the mask.
Harley Quinn's. Yes. Fucking Clayface is pretty outstanding also.
It's pretty wonderful.
But that all being said, here we are in the lobby.
Oh shit.
We're looking at that music. If only I could figure out a way to get up to the top floor. From the balls.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Oh, Mr.
Why are you talking about your veiny balls? The only veiny balls I want to hear about are Robin's.
Yeah, no, well, we caught the early part of the show, so that has become evidently clear. But since we are here in the pitch elevator, I thought it's only appropriate that I throw a pitch your way. So
it turns out,
buckle up, Buttercup. Because I got something to say.
I'm the goddamn CEO of this company. You will respect me, strike or no strike, boy.
Fair enough. But do not overlook that Butterlook comment. Go ahead, hit the button. God damn it. Oh,
the button's been fucking. We're in the elevator.
Take
We're
it to
on
the
floor
top.
4, motherfucker.
To the top
I'm not
floor.
taking you motherfucking anywhere. You happen to be in my elevator, boy.
What do you have? You have very high sugar count today.
It's weird day.
That all being said, again, where normally we do a little bit more book reportish, but we are going to be going from the basement up. Charlie. Ooh. Nowadays, the sequels are all the rage.
It's Mr. Rivera, by the way.
No way. So that being said, to have new content within the world of an existing franchise is almost really like printing money. I would argue if you were able to dredge up an older IP that maybe folks have not really talked about around the water cooler all too often.
Dick Tracy 2?
That certainly not. And you're lucky that it wasn't the case because it was very much a possibility. Fucking thunder stealing son of a bitch. Even wearing a tie, you can't help yourself. But that all being said, there's certain IP that is so beloved, that is so universally loved, that you cannot, it's almost impossible to fucking go wrong.
Days of Thunder 2, coming from the chat.
So no, not Days of Thunder 2, but that is something that we
love
could
this guy.
potentially work on for you. I'm actually gonna use your head, use your knowledge actually to my advantage for once during the podcast. So that being said, because of time, the ravages of time, sometimes if enough time has gone by, you can't always do an indie situation and fucking de-age everybody. Sometimes you have to say, you know what? If we want to breathe new life into this IP, we got to do what? We can't look forward. We got to look back. And I would argue that even more so, a great way to go about it is to take what was potentially a secondary character and push them to the forefront. So if I say to you, Charlie,
yes,
do you remember a little flick starring a very young and sick little sore throat Kevin Arnold?
I do.
Some might
Shut the
call him
fuck up.
Fred Savage, if you were. So here we are, right? I want to take us back, open us up on the bookcase. Very, very exciting when you're sitting in cinema to look at a bookcase.
Someone storms out.
And sitting.
I'm not going to read this movie.
If I wanted to read, I would go watch something with closed captions. So on the bookshelf, I guys want you to imagine stormy fucking outside, but inside it's all toasty warm, right? But I want you to imagine just a gnarled older hand walking clap 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 walking over to the bookcase and sliding a very familiar tome that we know as The Princess Bride.
Shut the fuck up.
Sliding it right back into the bookcase, right in that that empty spot in the grill where clearly it lived. And as the camera pans over, so here's The Princess Bride, it's going to pan over another book, which don't exist, but probably it should. We can get to work on it if the IP is available.
Days of Thunder 2.
No.
The novel.
My name
Fuck you.
is Inigo Montoya. So,
holy shit.
you got those two books fucking side by side.
You want to make a Zorro movie but don't got Zorro?
And then it's going to go ahead and it's going to take us into a voiceover. And it's going to, and we're gonna pay the man because my boy Mandy Patinkin got to get his too.
We have signed all the agreements. We're
perfect,
good.
perfect. That was an easy pitch.
We're good suits.
So
no, not for you. Fucking for the union.
Then shut the fuck up. So here we are. I want to give us a reminder for anyone who is not fucking prior informed. I want to get the reminder, the speech, the Mandy Patinkin Inigo Montoya speech, but I want it to be the throwback, the retelling of the fucking story. I want it to be the speech
when he's cinema.
We've never done that before. Fucking, how many Batman movies?
Why are you gonna
watch?
make me cry though?
So, well, 'cause you love
Martha.
So
his dad's name was Martha, right?
And his mother, both of them. So that all being said, you're gonna get a replay of the speech that he gives to Wesley, the Man in Black, for like 5 minutes, and you're going to go ahead and get the reminder of exactly what happened. His fucking dad, and you're gonna see it in his head, and blah blah blah, and that's all gonna play out. You're gonna see this terrible fucking death of the Waynes, and no, sorry. You're gonna see that all fucking.
The dad's pearl necklace flies to the sky. My elevator, fuck you.
You're gonna. It's my time, though, motherfucker. You're gonna see it all play it out, and you're going to pan right to this fucking kid, shocked fucking face, and he might be your eventual fucking Robin, because he's gonna be a little bit older. Like he's gonna be in that teen category, that pre-teen category, sneaking into movies and trying to grab a feel with his girl and stuff like that. And then you're gonna see that age, that aged face. Like teenage face, de-age.
Oh!
And you're gonna fucking see him kind of like watch what's going on, and he loves his pops, boy. He loves his pops. His pops teaching him how to fucking fight, like those early days, and blah 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 blah. And you, unfortunately, it's a Titanic situation where you know where that's going. But whatever. Fast forward. you are going to get that moment where he just kind of walks over, picks up the fucking sword, and holds it into his too big to fucking hold little hand. And I want this flick, Charlie, to literally be a carryover. Basically, the creating. Really, what I want is the best part of the first Nolan Batman movie.
Fuck yeah.
The making of Inigo Montoya as this master swordsman. Now, I also want fucking Paul, what's his face? Paul White?
The Big Show?
The Big Show.
Yay!
So we're gonna get
Paul White, I'm proud of you.
We're going
Captain
to
Encino.
Exactly right, man. I only want guys with real resumes. So we're going to eventually get to a younger man version of these characters, certain characters that we know from The Princess Bride, and these are going to be like the early adventures. We're gonna get all that same fucking chemistry and this and the other thing, and we're gonna take it to the fucking point where there is an ultimate big fight, and that's where we're gonna meet Facini for the first time.
Fuck off!
So he's gonna pull them in, and he's gonna kind of like involve them, and they're gonna end up being like the all-stars of his Brute Squad.
You had me at fucking goddamn Paul White.
So, but I'm also casting as young Inigo, I'm casting fucking what's his face? He's been like every
Mandy
Marvel.
Patinkin.
He's been in every Marvel and Star Wars movie. He's in AI, which I'm desperate to get everybody to go watch. Go watch AI. Fucking get my homework today is for shit. Fucking God, he did the animated Gomez. The guy in the place.
Gomez.
Yeah,
This is gonna drive me insane. He was in AI.
Voice, yeah, not AI. The AI movie rather. The fucking the one with Tomb Raider girl. She's a robot that wants to fuck the kid.
Yeah. Spanish McGee.
Yeah. Spanish McGee is young Inigo Montoya.
I know, he's the perfect casting.
Clearly. Look it up, goddammit.
I'm trying to think of fucking what other than all the Star Wars
well,
is.
if only you had a miniature computer at your discretion.
Yeah, but you still need to put words in it.
Oh, God. But that'll be
until I got to Werewolf by Night. What Star Wars movie? I am a goddamn executive.
All of the fucking most recent trilogy, he's in all of them. Poe Dameron.
See, that would have fucking helped me. Yesterday.
What'd you say? I can't hear you anymore. I'm deaf in the ear. Holy shit, loud ass motherfucker today. But that'll being said,
that's generous.
I want to go ahead and give us those fill-in years. These are, Charlie, the years on land. When keeping it full circle, our boy was Dread Pirate Roberting, and all throughout, I want to cookie drop this motherfucker like I work for Entenmann's. You are going to be hearing tales. The
shit!
Dread Pirate Robert is coming to town and blah blah blah, and you're constantly hearing about this like phantom threat that clearly we're not going to see because, guys, we saw The Princess Bride. We know how that shit works out. It was all bullshit.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar
is
Isaac.
who you're
Thank
looking
you
for.
very much.
Who we have
Oscar,
on the cell. So he's
Oscar Isaac is our younger Inigo Montoya, Paul the Big Show. Well, I might even throw one of those. Well, does anybody want a peanut? Like I could visually
that's
see the
fucking
entire
awesome.
thing play out.
Awesome.
and Charlie, not for
Sold.
anything. Like I said, well, there was a given.
It's fucking.
Looking back, sometimes is the way to fill in those gaps and also to revitalize some shit. That is the type of a franchise that we need more of. And our new friend here is right. It's some wholesome shit, but on the same token, it's very, very entertaining stuff.
I think
just lovable.
And I also think
so much.
That's how you should be cashing in. But for a first time ever.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was bought multiple times that pitch. There's versions of that movie. John, we have a second purchase today. Coming from the gallery, check this pitch out. A movie, you cast Arnold and Stallone, except they play former, kind of close to home, blockbuster action stars of yesteryear. not quite washed up, not quite forgotten, but they're at like conventions and whatnot. They're not able to do what brought them to the table. No one's paying them to make a fucking Predator. You do it as a fucking comedy, like a buddy comedy of Arnold and fucking Stallone, like taking a piss. I'm gonna do some de-aging in that fucking movie. You do a full fucking comedy, full for laughs, almost like fucking Step Brothers 2, but with two of the greatest stars to ever do it. You have a fucking wholesome ending. You call it a fucking day. That's Butt 2.
Wow, you just dropping these
Ever
imaginary
since
dollars
I signed
right
those
and left.
contracts for the unions,
I see that. I
John,
see that.
I can visualize the fucking teaser poster for your flick, where it's just the fucking sword handle.
Oh, we're talking about mine again?
Yeah,
Cool.
We're just doing
cool.
the sword, just fucking like the handle, the 6-fingered sword that
Of course,
obviously we take from the one film into the next. That is fucking exactly how you do.
Damn straight.
That's
bro.
how you pay respect to these movies. That I think there's probably 50 scripts in Hollywood about like a shitty version of Princess Bride 2. And the idea of
No,
utilizing
you can't do it. Like you just
you
cannot touch it.
you have to be
And a remake is sacrilege.
there's nothing
So
to
there are
improve
certain
upon.
things. That's exactly
You
right.
can only diminish.
It's a perfect fucking film.
It would
It's a
be
perfect
like
film.
2016 Ghostbusters. You would never see it, and I would be tricked. It's a thing that happened.
I'm unfamiliar.
I absolutely love it, and for me, that is the sort of movie that people borrow from to do unexpected sequels, prequels, side stories.
I got no problem with
From
that.
other
All
other
I want
flicks.
is a 1% cut of all of the content that I have inspired. But at 117, Charlie, I think you know there is really only one thing left to do because I got a lot of shit to do this weekend. So
That's true.
let's bring it home, baby.
There is only one way that we end each and every episode of US Comics Cast. John, would you mind being the visual guide for this lovely thing? You ready? Got the pointer ready? Because first we gotta turn the power on. Then we gotta turn the volume up. Then we gotta tune Bad Marion. Open up the window wide and scream out into the night sky. Say it, my space girl. We are.
I thought of you so many years away. You don't mean nothing, but I remember when you took my hand, you looked at me and then breathing up in a public space. You know I couldn't even hide my face. I've forgotten now, but I think that you should know. I just called to say fuck you. I just called to say fuck you. I just called to say fuck you. I just called to say fuck A coffee shop was a part-time job. It was all I had, but I could be replaced. You shook my hand, you looked at me and then getting down in a public space. You know I couldn't even hide my face. I've forgotten now, but I think that you should know. I just called to say fuck you. 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 And I think it's gonna be a long, long day. So many numbers I can't count. Is it your lucky day? Should I call you to say fuck you?